All right. Welcome to Bikash Web channel. My name is Bikash and I'm here back again with another React video. This video is rather a super simple and short video. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to make a drag and drop list or sortable list in React. And when I'm saying this, you have to remember that there are different ways to do this, and there are a lot of libraries used, such as Draggable or also pretty famous React D&D, aka drag and drop. This video is how to do that without using any third-party libraries, or how to do it by yourself. So this will be that video, and if you are interested for that, remember to smash the like button so that others will also get this video, as well as if you are new to this channel, subscribe my channel so that you will be notified whenever there are new videos. Alright, so you can already see here I have a small simple Figma design here, and all I have is a simple container with some background color, and then I have just fruit list. You can also do whatever you want, and there is an input, and also there is a way that you can add item. The concept is if I drag this orange to apple and so on, then it has to change the location, and it has to change the position in the array or in list item. I already have a React project, and I haven't done much here. I just created a React TypeScript with create a React application, which I have shown in multiple of my videos, so that's why I skipped that, and also a basic design and some CSS. So I don't even have anything else, just random color. I have some button layout, and then I have list item, some display flex, and so on, just so that we will have something similar to it. So I have a design here. That's all I did here, and I will definitely upload this code in GitHub so you can check it out from there. So I have a fruit list and some input field, it does nothing, and also just list design, it also does nothing. So this is what we will be starting with. So the first thing first, let's go and let's do the drag and drop part, and then lastly we can add the list, okay, because that is pretty simple. And I have a component, application component. I have cleared everything else from React, create React application, all those logos and everything. What we need to do, we don't need to do anything here for now. We have this list container, and then we have individual list items. Additionally, I have also done here break into components, so you can also have list component, and then inside there you can have a list item or just fruit item or whatever separate component. That is up to you, and that is also some to-do task for you, and you can do that, and that will also help you to learn about how to pass the props from parents, children, and so on, which I have already discussed in my previous videos. So here, let's go here and let's just create a fruit item, and let's have a I will just call it fruit items, and then we will have also a setter function for that, and that is none other than our React use state, and I have this as an array. And then inside here we'll just have apple, we have banana, we have orange, and that's all. So after we have that, here instead of doing this, let's go here, and what we can do now, we can use our fruit items and we can map through it. And while mapping, let's just do item, and then also let's have an index, and then we can just basically take this here and let's have it here, and then we give it a name, and that is none other than our item, and React will complain us, and also we need to pass this. So let's just go here and let's just give it an index. That way I hope everything will be unique. So with that being done here, if we go here, we can see this, and we realize that we have some design still need to do. So let's go here, let's do 15px, and let's save it. And here we have, okay, so we have pretty much similar to what we had. Okay, we had kiwi and orange, and here we have banana, but that doesn't matter. So the next thing, we have to deal with drag and drop. Okay, so for that, let's go here, and inside this, because this is our list, so there is something in React called draggable. So if I add that, you will see that I will have this kind of dragging effect. When I click and do that, we will have dragging effect. Let's go here, and then here we can have something called cursor, and there is a move. Okay, so all that does, it gives this kind of feeling. You see that there is this cursor, and that looks like moving or dragging cursor, and that's all we needed. So the next, let's go here, and then inside here we will create a couple of functions. So the first function here, that is going to be our on handle drag start function. Okay, so in this, what we do is we can even have on drag start. We will be taking a couple of things there. We will come back to that later. So here we want event, okay, and that event will be React, and that will be drag event, and then it will be HTML, and we are dragging div and element. Okay, that's one thing we will want. And another is we will also take index, and that is none other than number. So we'll be taking these two things on drag start. Okay, that's one thing. Okay, so we have on drag start, and then I can for now just do console log, and we can just say drag started, and then we can have index here. And similarly, I need a couple of more functions here. So one is drag start, another is on drag enter, okay, and then another is on drag over. We don't need on drag over here, so let's just go on drag in. So this is drag start, that is drag enter, and this is drag. So let's just go here and let's give it a meaningful name here, and also let's give it a meaningful name here. So the next thing, we can attach this function. So I will attach, and then I will explain what these functions do. So inside our draggable, we have on drag start, okay, and here, since we are taking something, so let's just go here and call it an arrow function, because we are also passing our positioning here of our index. That's why we want that. So let's just go here and on drag start, and then we have e, and then we also need index. So okay, we are passing this, and let's just copy this a couple of times. I will just save it so that we have some sort of methodology here. Okay, so we have on drag start, and then we have on drag enter. In that case, all we need to do is we will do that, and then on drag int, actually we even don't need this index because we are not talking about index. So let's just have it like this, and then here we could just go on drag int, and we even don't need this because we can just pass. All right, so here we have on drag start, on drag enter, on drag int, and then in drag start and drag enter we are also passing the index. However, on drag int we are just passing it, so we get the event. Although I'm passing event here, I'm not going to use it because index is enough for us. So what this means is on drag start means whenever we click and we try to drag any item, we will need to know what is the event we are talking about, and that is obviously drag event, but then which index we are talking about, and this is the important thing for us. So that is about start. On drag enter, that is wherever we go with our dragged item and then be on top of any of other items, then this drag enter will be called. And then the drag int is when we release our mouse click event, then the drag int will take. There are also other steps like drag over and so on, which we will be talking later. Okay, so now if I save this, if I go here and open our console, let's go here. Now you see, if I click this, we should be seeing an event, a drag start event, and you see drag started, and that was position 0. And the drag enter also in the beginning is 0 because we are above the same. if we go here, you see we are now dragging on top of our index 1, that is our second element, that is banana. And if I go here, it is saying that the drag is entered to the second element. Okay, similarly, now if I start this, drag is started, so this is our third element, sorry, this is our third element. Now it's over the banana, so that is 1, position 1, and then now it's apple. So this way we get two things. Okay, one is which one is the event, or which one is the position of that item that we are dragging, and where is it now currently dragged over. Okay, and with those we can easily use some array prototype and then make the adjustment of our list so that it will be actually dragged. Okay, so enough chit chat, let's go and let's try to do something. Okay, so in order to move that, we need to have some sort of events or some reference. So let's say reference for dragged item, and then also we can just give it drag item and drag over item, because you saw those were the two things. Drag enter item we can also say, and then drag started item. Okay, so let's go here, and then drag item will be, we will use React, and then there is something called use ref. And since this is our, so null. Okay, we can also give it number, I guess. Yeah, we think we can give it number. Okay, so we have drag item, and similarly we have also drag over item. All right, and at this point I even think that do we even need these separate functions? Okay, and then here instead of this, all I need to do is in start I have drag item dot current is same as index. Okay, so what I meant is every time we drag we say, okay, we have some problem here. I think it's because of here, if I give it any, okay, that problem is gone. So let's also give any to here. All right, so here also instead of this we can have drag item dot current, no, that is drag over item. Okay, all right, so I think that's pretty much good, and then let's save it. Okay, of course we will not see anything because we are not console logging anything. So then we need to actually start handling sorting. So let's handle sorting. Okay, handle sort, and then do we need anything? Probably we don't need. Let's see. So first thing, let's duplicate our items. So what we can do is, I have this habit of, okay, not const, let's just do let, and then we have fruit items. I think that's what we use. Yes, so that is same as whatever our fruit items has, so that way we don't accidentally mutate the original array. And then the next thing is, let's remove and save the dragged item content, because we want to move that. So let's just have dragged item content, that is fruit items, and then we are going to splice. And how are we going to splice? There is where our drag item dot current is useful, and then we have 1, and then if we also do 0, then we will also save that item here. Okay, so that's the first thing we are doing. What we are doing is, because every time, remember, when we start we are saving the index of that, so from that index up to one element, please splice it out. So it's take it away from our main array. And while taking it away, we are also saving that item here. Of course, we can first save it and then splice it, but I just wanted to do like this. And then the second thing we need to do is now we need to switch the position. So to switch the position, I have to do fruit items, and then again the splice will do. Okay, so the first thing I need to know now is drag over item, and then the current will give us index because we need to know which one we are switching. Okay, and then 0, that means we are adding there. And then what are we adding? You can see start delete count 0, so we are not exactly deleting. And then we just pass another item there, and that is our dragged item content. So whatever the content we removed earlier, we also save that content in our dragged item content variable, and that's what we are passing. Okay, so after that, I think the only thing we need to do, we have to reset our variable. So let's do that. Drag item dot current equals to null, and then drag over item, so that every time we start dragging, it will have a fresh value. And now the final thing, update the actual array. So here we can do set and then fruit items, and then this will be with this item. All right, now we have handle sort. So where are we going to use that handle sort? Well, to use that handle sort, we actually had this drag int, which I think we don't need to have it. So here, instead of this, all I can do is handle sort, and that should be good. I'm not sure. Let's see. So let's try to move this apple to orange. Okay, let's take this apple here. Okay, let's take this apple in the top. Okay, that's good. However, there is a bit of delay, and we also don't need these functions, so let's delete those. All right, and then there is one thing we need to do. So we have something called on drag over or something over. So every time we are doing this, we have a small thing to take care of, and that is, let's take E, and then let's do event dot prevent. So this should make our life a little bit easier here. So okay, you see, without that it was taking some time, but now you can see I can drag orange here, I can drag it here, I can do it here, I can do it here. Okay, this looks cool. However, you can also do one more step, and that is doing animation. I'm not going to do animate or CSS or anything to make it look super cool and all those kind of stuffs. However, I can give you a hint, and then you can do the rest. So when you are dragging it, you can check like what is the drag current item and what is the index, and if those matches, then you can additionally have some sort of extra class there, and then that way you know which one is drag over class and which one is dragging or drag started or dragging item, and then based on that you can have a different color or different padding and so on. But that's not what I'm going to do today. So the last thing, I will just add some stuffs here. So let's go here, and then what I can do is on change, I can just do handle name change, and we don't have this function. So let's just go here, handle name change, it will be E, and that E will be React change event HTML. Do we have input element? All right. Okay, so Now every time we change, we can have a name. So const set new fruit item, and initially it can be empty string, and then all we can do here is okay. So this way every time we type we have that, and then we can in our button here have a on click, so it will call this function, and then here so all it does is it will do, let's just do fruit items, and that will be same as fruit items, and then we can do fruit items dot push, and then that will push our new fruit item, and then we can have set fruit items, and that will be fruit items. All right, so now let's go here and let's have a new, and that will be kiwi, and I can add, and then I can move this kiwi to top. I can have another okay, and we can add mango. Okay, so we have mango, and I can put mango to top, I can put kiwi to top, I can put apple to top, I can put kiwi at end, apple at end, and then mango at end. All right, so this is all about this video. You can see how you can add the new item, and also you can sort those items, and with this approach you can have as many items as you want or as complex design as you want. All it require is you just need to know which one is the item that you are starting to drag, and then save that in some reference, and then drag into some reference, and then you can sort them out every time you have a drag int, or you can even have some other logic, or you can even have some button there that will sort it out. It's up to you. And with this approach you can have a bigger component, you can even separate this into different component. In that case, instead of passing this function directly here, you need to do some sort of function prop drilling and so on, but however you want to do it is up to you. So I hope today's video helped you, and now you know how to do this drag and drop without using any third-party library. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like that button if you haven't already, as well as if you are new to this channel, or if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe my channel, and also hit that notification bell icon. That means a lot to me and also to you, because you will be getting new content as I upload. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I will be coming with new videos in future. Until then, keep coding. Bye bye.